Hello, and welcome back to another episode on Farming Simulator 25. It's July, early morning July, so we got some work to do, I believe. We should have some crops to harvest. So let's take a quick look at the map. Alright, we have, looks like 2933, field 1 is ready to harvest. And field 26 are grass field. It shows it's ready to harvest, but I saw that on one of the patches or the recent updates, the grass was it was showing full harvest, or it was giving full yield even when it wasn't supposed to. So they patched that out, and I think that's why I didn't get nearly as much bales as last time, or as the previous time. Alright, first things first. What I want to do is I want to hook up to the silage bales and go and drop that off really quick. And then what I'll do is harvest our oats. We have 3 oat fields that are ready to harvest. So actually what I should do is I should probably put the worker on one of the fields while I go drop this. Let's just double check, make sure this is fully turned into silage, and it is. So we'll hop over into our combine that I can only enter in from this side where the ladder is, which is fine because that is realistic, right? Alright, let's hook up to the trailer. One of the things I didn't realize, or didn't really quite grasp when I bought this, was that the header is just too wide. So once it's put onto the combine, I can't actually drive with it anywhere because of all the street lights and trees and everything around here. So I have to keep it on the trailer. Alright, let's go ahead and unfold the pipe out. I think what I'll do is I'll throw the worker onto this field right here to our left. I'll go and I'll sell the silage, come back, pick up the straw. And I think I'll take over and do some of these oats myself. I'm not sure how much of it I'm going to do, but this doesn't seem like a pretty big month, so I might do mostly farm work, harvesting. But we'll see, like anything. Maybe I'll think of something and be like, oh no, I need to go do this. Alright. Can I make this turn for once? I don't think I can. For some reason, it just kind of prevents me from making a hard turn here. I wonder if it's just the trailer. Maybe it's touching the wheel? Possibly. Alright, I'm gonna do this as a time lapse. I'm gonna go ahead and drop this off, pick up the straw bales, and possibly move straight into the combine work when I get back. So I'll see you when I'm done. I didn't have a lot of pallets of flour already made, but I had some. So I figured there's really no point in putting off what I wanted to do next, and that is purchasing the bakery. So we want to go ahead and buy it. It's going to cost us $150,000. And I can take our first stack of pallets and go ahead and drop them off and let them start being processed into bread. Fantastic. Alright, let's go ahead and turn that on. Very cool. So we have finished our production chain, I believe. We've planted the grain, we've collected the grain, turned it into flour at a granary, and now we've taken that flour and we're turning it into bread. At some point down the road, I wouldn't mind collecting the sugar, the milk, strawberries, eggs, I guess, and butter as well. Does cake take all of that? It does. I don't know, I'd have to run the math and make sure it's actually worth it because of how much stuff it actually takes. It's possible it could be profitable, but not everything is, you know, in Farming Simulator 25. There's been a couple of things that if you were to do it, you're actually losing money on it, which is insane to me, but that's just the way that they set it up this time. I made the wrong turn originally and was heading towards more of the pier there, and then I realized I should have gone the other way as though I was going to the farmer's market. But the more and more bread I drop off, the more comfortable I'll get, you know, figuring out the fastest way to get back. So hopefully I don't make that mistake again. I got the worker working on the other oat field right there next to the one I just finished. It is awesome how quick the harvesting, you know, jobs are done with the new combine and header. I think when we get back up there, I'll take over, and well, I guess it depends on how close it is. If it's almost done, I'll just let it finish. If it's halfway done, I'll just take over and finish myself. But I still got to bring it down to field number 1, I believe, all the way down by the shop, and then I got to, let's drive by it and see how it's doing. And then I'm going to do that one, that big field, which will be a pretty big time lapse of me harvesting, I believe. Oh, it's almost done. Another pass or two. I still haven't emptied out the combine of oats, so it's kind of, I am happy with that capacity. It does make it a lot easier. I think what I'll do is, well, I can't park the trailer right next to the granary, unfortunately, because I'm going to probably empty out that barley into it and get another set of flour going. Well, before I hop over and switch, let me move. I think that's the last pallet of corn flour. Let's double check. Yeah, last pallet of corn flour. That way it'll be a little bit easier for me to unload nothing but regular flour. Doing pretty good with the spinach bags. When it's time to sell the corn flour, we'll make a pretty decent amount of money off of it, I believe. Let's see what we got. We got 9 there, another 9, another 6, so 18. What is that? 24, 25 pallets. That's not bad. I think we can just leave that there. Pretty decent profit, I hope. Let's go and empty out the vine. And then it should be done. We're just about done, yeah. That's just a little bit over here. So I'll do the rest of the time lapse. I'll go ahead and finish emptying this off. I'll cut off that last little corner that the AI missed, and then we'll drop off this oats into our granary, drive down and start harvesting our big field as well. So I'll see you guys when we're done. Welcome back. Well, we just went ahead and finished harvesting all the oats in all 3 of our fields. I believe the only thing left is next month the wheat will ripen and we can harvest 2 of our wheat fields. Except August, I think the rice will also harvest, so we can, or ripen, so we can also harvest the rice. So it's not bad. I think I did a pretty good job of staggering the fields so I wouldn't have to harvest everything in 1 month. So that way it's definitely doable if I break it up like that. Though to be perfectly honest, I wouldn't mind having some bigger fields or some more fields so I have more grain. That way I can make more bread. With the wheat harvest coming up, I think I might save, I'm not sure how much I'll save. I do want to get a chicken coop, so that's gonna, it's gonna require some of the wheat in order to feed the chickens. There we go, that was smoother than normal. I couldn't apparently focus and talk at the same time. Alright, we're going to go ahead and leave this trailer here for right now. The only thing really left to do is I do need to bale up the straw on those 3 fields. Let's actually visit the grass field real quick. So this is the grass field, and after the update, I guess there's 3 stages of growth, like full growth. So this might be its first stage, and then it can definitely go a little bit more. And I'm hoping that if I wait until the final stage, that I can get a bigger amount, more bales. I think the reason I saw such, a small amount of silage bales, baled up from this field was I cut too early. So the yield bonus right now is 97%. So let's see what happens when we wait a month. Alright, let's see. I think I have enough time to bale up a couple more fields. It's not really, these 2 smaller fields up here really shouldn't take too long. That bigger field down by the store obviously will take the longest. Let's see if there's anything else that needs to be done around the farm. So our bakery is progressing. It's going to power through those 5 pallets. Probably a little bit faster than I wanted to. But with, where is our grain mill? With both the oat and the barley being turned into flour, I'm hoping it's going to produce a lot more flour pellets so that I can really start feeding that grain mill. Greenhouse 1 and 2 definitely needs some water, it looks like. Mushroom could use a little bit of water, and the rice greenhouse, it's alright. Sawmills. This one here, I think, there's some trees left over. Awesome. There we go. I think I'll wait until next month in order to stack and sell these wood pellets. Alright, let's see. How big are the bales? 180 centimeters. It's automatic drops. So we'll do, I guess, our final time lapse. And that is going to be baling up some of this straw. So I'll see you when we're done.
Make prolific confessions into the master plan. I feel like they will never let me shine. What do you need to say that feels so grand? Why is yours so much better than mine? I gotta wait in line for you to feel me. I got to hold my time for the healing. I got to take a back seat. Are you kidding?
Alright, welcome back. Well, we went ahead and baled up the 2 upper fields. We're down here in our lower field right now. I'm just going to do these last 2 windrows here, or swaths, I guess I could call them, on the end. And then I think we'll stop the video here. This is a pretty good place to stop. When we come back, I'll obviously finish baling all the straw up, as well as advance the month and start harvesting the wheat and rice, I believe, next month, since it's July. But overall, it was a pretty good episode. We ended up harvesting 3 oat fields, baled 2 of them up, bought the bakery, went ahead, put some flour in there. I noticed that, and I'll show you in just a little bit, that the bread is at its best price, I think, in the winter. So let's see. Bread is December. So I wanted to kind of get some going now so that I can have some of July, August, September, October, November, processing flour into bread. I am tempted to take the flour and switch it to distribution and have it automatically go to the bakery, but I think for right now it'd be more cost effective to bring the pallets of flour down there myself and just drop it off. So I think that's what I'll do. I am contemplating getting another grain mill, and when I get that, or if I get that, I think then I can probably do the, have it distribute. Alright everybody, I hope you enjoyed the episode, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Have a great day.